Okay, so once you've written this batch script, you're now ready to submit what we call a batch job, which is in contrast to an interactive job. Okay, and what a batch job does is it basically takes this batch script, submits it to the scheduler, and the scheduler runs all the commands that are within that batch script. And it runs them whenever the resources that batch script is requesting are ready for it to execute. So to submit a batch script, you just use qsub again, but instead of I and then a resource request, you'll just say qsub followed by the name of the script. Okay, and you can only do this from the login node. Obviously, you can't do it from within a compute node. So when you say qsub followed by the name of the script, you're presented with a job ID. Okay, the job ID is really useful for you to see the status of your job, for example. So you can say qstat followed by the job ID. For me, it's 3756653. I guess there was an error because there's no way that the job can finish that quickly. So let's see. All right. If your job is completed and you don't see any output files in the directory that submit.sh existed, just touch the current directory by saying touch dot, and then you'll see two files. The name of the batch job .e followed by the ID of the job, and then the name of the job .o followed by the ID of the job. The .e whatever file consists of any errors that might have happened when the job tried to execute, and the .o file consists of the actual output from that job. So let's have a look at, for example, the .e file, and that shows us what errors we have. It says I can't find stats.py, no such file or directory. All right. And you see that at the very end. So let's have a look at our submit script again. Right. Can anyone spot the problem here? Yeah. So we're trying to run Python stats.py from the not specific jar directory, but that's not where our stats.py is. It's actually in 2012. Can someone finish that path for me? Anyone? 07? 03. Is that right? Okay. So go ahead and make that change in the Etherpad as well, so that everyone gets it right. And let's go ahead and submit this this new job. Again, qsub followed by the name of the script. Hit enter. You get a job ID. You can say qstat followed by that job ID to get some information about what's happening with that job. Probably 56684. All right. So when your job is queued successfully, you'll see this. You'll see the job ID on the left, the name of the job, who's running it, and then you'll see how much time that job has been running for. And you see this column called S, which will generally be either Q or R or E, which stands for queued, which is waiting to be executed, R for running, and E for error, in which case your job is hung for some reason, and you can delete it. And we'll see how to delete jobs soon. Jobs are put under different queues depending on what kind of resources they're looking for. Because our job is very small and requires only a single CPU core, we're put under this queue solo queue, which is a very fast queue. Anyway, if you keep looking or querying the status of the job, you'll see that it'll run for a while and then finish executing eventually. So once a job has finished executing,